26 we have discussed, no? The charge on inner surface of plates will determine the charge of capacitor. 26, just refer my notes. 26, then 28, 29. This will be 28. So something he has to write here, no? So I to, but what I understood is like a, a, pla a plate of of parallel plate capacitor is fixed while
We
the
have
plate B
that
is,
written in the online exam, sir.
it is there, huh? Content.
Yes, sir.
Then no problem. Then I'll explain the question. So here I missed it. Then later on, since I know this question, no, so it'll be like this. So first, what actually? So two diagrams will go for it. One, so initially it's in equilibrium. So first I'll go for, so initial separation of the plates is equal to D, that one, with the key close, with key open. I'll give the diagram. I think you can understand very easily. So this is the circuit. So initially spring is released and it is connected to this separation is say D. Then what I do is separation will become D minus X1 and the spring will get elongated. So here I have to show electrostatic force and this side spring force. So there is a wire you show it. So now the switch is closed. So this is you call KX1. Any symbol you can take it. So let me, the second situation now. The capacitor is charged, the plate B starts moving and comes to rest in an equilibrium position with 10% of displacement. So that this Fe is equal to, so directly we can go for now. So what is Fe? Fe1, I'll write it. In this case it is. So Fe1 equal to Kx1. So this should be equal to Q1 square by 2A epsilon naught. What is Q1 charge on this plate? Q1 minus Q1. So Q1, what is the capacitance of this capacitor? No, let it be C1. So C1 equal to F naught A D minus X1. So therefore Q1 equal to C1 into E. This is what he has given E only. Fine. So this value of Q1 I'll substitute there. So this will be epsilon naught E D minus X1 whole square 2A epsilon naught Kx1. Okay, this is the situation. So now instead of this, what is filling? It suddenly charges. I think he has brought one situation. He should have given next week at least. Yes, sudden charge. So he's making some time constant of circuit little bit in the same year. So now the separation, what happened, will become equal to, let it be D2 or, okay, we can do one thing, D minus, it will become D2. Some separation itself between the plates will become D2, where the spring will get elongated. Charge, let it be Q2 plus Q2 minus Q2. So this is happens suddenly, it charges here. Here what happens, it comes to equilibrium gradually. It's telling it comes suddenly. That one. In that case, the separation between the plates, let it be equal to D2. Okay, that D2, what will be the decrease in the plate surface? If charge is done in a very short time, that the plate B could not shift noticeably again. Last, he has put one more sentence. That the separation between the plates, let it be D2 now. So this will be equal to Q2 square. Now first we'll define capacitance C2. C2 should be equal to epsilon naught A by D2. I think only, yeah, fine. Let's go for this one. This will be Q2 should be equal to C2 into E, or epsilon naught A D2 into E. So the new force will be Fe2 will balance the spring force. So this Fe2 should be equal to K2. So what is Fe2 should be equal to Q2 square by 2A epsilon naught. So what is that Q2? Q2 should be equal to this much, epsilon naught we do have these two and some relationship could be in position. I don't know what this sentence is. What will the decrease in plate separation? The charge is done in very short time. I just assumed it's situation like this here. Now, what is the sentence I'm missing? So I could not understand further. This much I have. So if I want, I can eliminate f naught a e square dividing these two, this one. So I'll get x1, x2, and d2, that one. So what is d2? d2 should be equal to d minus x2. And I think some relation between, for x1 he has given one equation in terms of d. Substituting that, we'll get the x2.
Sir, the remaining sentence is the separation between the plates decreases by 10%, sir.
To rest in an equilibrium position,
Full stop. After that, the separation between the plates decreases by 10%.
the separation between plates
D. Between the plates, D decreases by 10%.
Okay, no, I think I can. Okay, now this x1 shall I write 0.1d? Okay, this one. So x1 should be 0.1d. Decreases by 10% means 0.1d. So x1 value we know it. x1 equal to 0.1d. So there's a condition. So substituting here. Now, what will be the decrease in the plate surface? The charging is done in a very short time that the plate could not shift noticeably. Then in that case also, the spring will get elongated. So here x2 will come. X1 I got in terms of d, no? So here the value of x1 I'll get it. D2 and x2, two are unknown things, no?
Only x2 is unknown, sir. We can write d2 as d minus x2.
But it's telling that d2 will be, it should be that we have to write only d2, no? Okay, this will be only d, it will come. d2 will be approximately, the further, d2 is approximately, as d2, I'll write it condition here. d2 equal to d minus x2, as d will be greater than x2. So d2 equal to will come. So here, solving this equation, call equation say 1 and 2, we'll get the x2. Actually, this after RC circuit, what happened? You could have asked it here because it depends upon the resistance of the circuit. RC circuits, we don't have idea. It will charge quickly or it will charge gradually. Based on that, this condition is there. You have to solve for x2 here. So we know x1. So from these two dividing 1 and 2, I think some equation will get it. Dividing 1 and 2 will get one equation. This condition is very important, what he has given. Applying this, so we'll get the x2, then we can compare it. Check answer whether it's coming or not. Because like I could not.
Sir, why is d2 is equal to d, sir?
He himself is said no. We could not shift noticeably. Okay. So I can write d2 equal to d, then I can solve it.
Sir, x2 will be 0.729 d.
X2 will be 0.729
729 d.
d. So 73, or it will become 73%. Check, I think you have to check the value. No, check calculation once. Check calculation once.
What is the answer, sir?
Key not given.
Sir, in key it is given fourth option, sir, but in solution it is given second option only.
This equation what you gave, if we solve, we are getting second option only.
Second option, huh? Okay,
Yes,
then
sir.
you make it. Just follow this equation. I don't know what is key, that one. This is a basic idea. Okay, so after 28, 29. Huh?
Sir, what difference does it make if we are charging it slowly or we are charging it instantaneously?
You are not permitting the at that instant when charge gets deposited and this elongation because of this value here, no, d minus x2 d. I think the value of x2 will come into picture. He has defined a condition like this. If it charges gradually, so it will come to equilibrium. If it doesn't charges, no, there the plate what happens suddenly gets charges. So suddenly a force will act here, and the plate will undergo displacement. Now at equilibrium, the plate will not be at rest, will have velocity practically. The second situation. In the third situation, it moves gradually, and at equilibrium, it will come to rest. The first case, the plate will shift gradually from rest to rest. In the second case, what happens? It moves suddenly, that one. So at equilibrium, it will have velocity. That's what happens here. You have to just go back to SHM, that's all. The plate will have velocity here now, here. When you are writing this equation, here what happens? The plate will be at rest. I'll write the equation. Plate B will be at rest. You have to apply the basics, nothing big, no application, no concept here. So here, no, plate B will have velocity. Okay, now everyone is asking 29 again. A metal sphere of radius is mounted on this and is connected with an altimeter of negligible. I'll bring this. Okay, no, a metal sphere of radius, oh, no diagram, of negligible capacitance. The meter reads 15 kilowatt. Another uncharged metal sphere. Two spheres connected by wire. Take help of the concept. Two spheres. Question number 29. Question number 29. It's like this. RA. So there's a metal sphere, and there's another one. You take it. So this RB. So it will read some potential. Because of this potential, it will have some charge initially, say Q naught. Then I'm going to join them by a wire. Then potentials must be equal. Potentials say V naught. So potentials of them will be equal. Why potentials must be equal? Because they are conductors, no? Say iron, this iron. So therefore, VA is equal to VB. So from VA, what you can calculate? So it should be equal to K QA. So what is the charge? Charge will be QA. Let this be QB. QA by RA. K QB by RB. Then Q naught equal to QA plus QB. What else he has given? What is the radius of initially uncharged sphere? This is uncharged, no? I think we can get it all. So he has given that potential. If you know potential and radius, can you calculate that initial charge? Because what is V naught? V naught should be equal to KQ by RA. I think you can manage here, no? So Q naught value, what is given? V naught and RA is given. So we know Q naught. That Q naught you're going to substitute. QA, QB are unknown. After getting QA, QB, then you can calculate the potentials of the uncharged sphere. VB is asking. Will there be any loss of energy here? Yes, there will be loss of energy. So heat generated, that also you better go for like this. Heat generated should be equal to initial energy. Q naught square by 2C, 2CA minus QA square by 2CA, QB square by 2CB. Or self energy of the system, you can go for it. Because they're far away, no, I'm not taking interaction potential. What is the condition given? D very much greater than RA. This will be heat generated in the wire. Okay, let's take the other thing. $28. $29 or no. So next questions. 31, 32, 36. 31. This is the spring force, the electrostatic force should balance, and you have to bring the expression for this one. So what is the electrostatic field will be? So here the spring will get elongated. So directly let me write equation. There is the same diagram here because of the charge given. I'm expanding the diagram, see it. So here the charge will be plus Q charge minus Q charge. So an electrostatic force will act here. So then the spring force or spring will be compressed here. In this case, the spring force will act in this direction. Okay, get into the problem here now. At equilibrium, this Fe should be equal to Kx. Then what is Fe? Q square by 2a epsilon naught equal to Kx. This one. So altogether we know X here. Now what is the separation between the plates? Earlier it was equal to D. Spring is at natural length. Now after giving charges, the separation between the plates will become D minus X. And the spring force will act like this. That's what happens here. So therefore, what is the what will happen to charge? There's a charge. So now what is asking? Find the potential difference between the plates in state of equilibrium. So what will be the charge? What is the electric field? Equal to Q by A epsilon naught. Anything will happen to charge. I think it's isolated charges system, no? Isolated capacitor. So what charge give it will remain as it is. So the charge of capacitor, as the separation between the plates varies, what will happen to charge? Charge will remain as it is. Okay, there won't be any change in that one. So now let's go for what is the potential difference. How you write potential difference? Electric field into distance separation. So potential difference should be equal to E into D minus X. So substitute the value of X here. Q is A epsilon naught. Dx is Q square by 2A epsilon naught K. So if you can, this diagram flashes for you, you can manage something. 31, 32. 32, it's you do one thing, just it's a very simple. We have like this here. So you just assume value of capacitance 1 farad and check the charge here. Q2 as a function of C, then capacitor changes as C is varied from 1 to 3 farad. Given charge Q2. This is here is what I'll bring the charge. The Q2 charge will be here. How that Q2 charge will vary as you vary this capacitance. That's what the question. So yeah, definitely as given. For 1 microfarad, don't try to write any equation. For 1 microfarad capacitance, calculate the charge. For 3 microfarad for this capacitor, calculate the charge Q2. Then compare the graph. How to do that? It's a series parallel. So when there's a 1 microfarad, so we'll calculate the charge here. If there's a 1 microfarad, when C is equal to 1 microfarad. So this is 3, this 2 plus 1, they are in parallel. 3, and that is in series with its 1. No? So 3 by 4. So what is the charge in this capacitor will be? I think I have to draw a diagram. I'll just make 2 farad. So this is 1 farad. So let the charge here be Q minus Q. Let this charge be Q2 minus Q2, Q1 minus Q1. So calculate the value of Q. E equal to make problem very simple, assume E equal to 1 volt. So that'll be very easy for you. So 3 farad. So 3 farad in series with 1 farad, 3 by 4. So what is the total charge? Q should be equal to C into E, will be 3 by 4 coulombs. You can assume any value of E, that one. I just assumed equal to 1. Then can you calculate the Q2? Q2 should be equal to a charge divider formula, Q into 1, or say this is C1, C2, Q into C1 by C1 plus C2. Q is 3 by 4. C1 is 1 by 1 plus 2. So this will be 1 by 4 Coulomb. When C is equal to 3 Farad, you take it, that one. So how much of charge in the circuit will be? Let me write small letters here now in this case. I'll draw a diagram for this also. Good problem, can be asked in advance. Very good problem. Just is testing your basic ideas. Don't try to write mathematical equations. It'll be very lengthy. Choose some values and manage, or no need to solve actually. To make you understand, I'm bringing all these equations. So charge here, let it be Q2 minus Q2, Q1. Proceed like this, no? So this is a capacitance. 3 Farad parallel to 3 Farad, so 3 by 2. So Q is equal to, the charge Q should be equal to 3 by 2 coulombs. Then how much Q2? Q2 should be Q into C1 by C1 plus C2. 3 by 2, 1 by 3. So value of Q2 should be 1 by 2 Coulomb. So what's happening to charge here now? Earlier 1 by 4, now it is earlier it was 1 by 4, now it is 1 by 2. So 0.2, now 0.5. So it increases here. So shall we go for now? The problem is like which particular graph among all three? 1, 2, 3, no? So there, which particular graph is what we have to pick up. I think some mathematics, we have to bring it here. So just bring expression for Q2 in terms of C, where the C varies from 1 to 3 microfarad. The value of C is 1 to microfarad. Check that particular thing. So we have to get expression for the charge in the second capacitor as a function of the first capacitor. If you are trying to do with mathematics, since here all three graphs are there, no? So will it be linear? Will it be that one? So get expression for, you look at the Q. Q, what you can write again in terms of that one. Q, you can write the total in terms of C, that one, and see how that graph will vary. I think we have to take mathematics here. There's no other way. So we have to check the slope also. Expression for charge Q2 as a function of capacitor C. If you bring that and looking at from that equation, you have to check the slope. From the slope, you can pick up the graph. It is increasing, I'm sure. The mathematics, you have to bring it. Okay, can you do that? So the same thing here, instead of assuming now, don't assume any value. E equal to 1 out, if you want, you can assume it. You have to check for slope. Slope is constant, third option will come. Slope increasing, first option. Slope decreasing, function. Slope what? You have to check for this one. First you bring expression for Q. Sorry, this Q2 as a Q2 as a function of Q2 as a function of C, you bring it. Now you go for slope. Okay, fine. So I'm just leaving it. This one, just it's a mathematics one, just I'm leaving it.
Slope is 3 by 3 plus c whole square.
Don't assume C value.
Yes, sir. 3 by
Okay,
3
that
plus
okay.
c whole square.
So dq by dc, yeah?
Yes, sir. dq2 by dc, sir.
dq by dc. Okay, how much you're getting? 6C here, or how much?
3 by 3 plus c whole square.
3E by this much, huh?
Sir, I took e as 1, sir.
Okay, that one. I think that you have to check this one.
3 by
3 by
3 plus c whole square. 3 plus c whole square. Sir.
okay, that E we took one node, let's not bother, no problem. Now this you check it, its slope. So what it is, greater than 0, less than 0. Based on that, we can pick up the graph here. I think this will come. Look at the function. Straight away you can come mathematics. I just shown the method, what is actually the concept of the problem. So now you take help of mathematics and conclude it. 31, 32, 36, 31, 36. This I think you can work out, no? Conservation of charge principle, then apply loop equation. Try once. The question number 36, it's all about like now plate A and AB is connected to DC, reverse polarity it is. I'll give at least a diagram. You can see that one. See, D is at negative potential. No? The D is connected to A, that one. So the polarity of plates will be like this. This will be initial charge called Q01 minus Q01. There's a plate A, B, and this is D, C minus Q02 plus Q02. Okay, solve this. This capacitor, let it be C1. This is C2. Apply conservation of charge principle. Final charge, let it be Q1 and Q2, and solve the problem. Conservation of charge principle and potentials Q1 by C1 equal to Q2 by C2. Question number 36. Somebody asked 47. 47 redrawing. I think I discussed in class. Check it. We discussed in class. 48, okay. So you can replace the circuit from here. Replace this part of the circuit with C0 and solve it. CAB, let it go to C0. Okay, find this one. So here it will be C0 to C and C, and this is E. So where CAB equal to C0. So substitute this, CAB is equal to this equivalent circuit equal to C0. Then solve the problem. 43, 44. This E generated, we have seen the flow of charge through the switch as it is closed. Again, this also charge capacitor. Charge of these two plates must be conserved. Please do refer notes. We have discussed so many problems here, no? So calculate the charge, final charge on the plates, then take any one plate and check the charge. If the charge has changed, then some charge might have entered or left. Idea 43.
Okay, sir.
That's the same method you can apply, no? So these are initial charges. 6 microfarad. So charge is Q as given. Then after closing switch, let the charges on them, let it be Q1, Q2, Q3, Q. So then go for comparison of final charges here. Charge of these two plates should be considered. I think you have to, not one equation, you have to apply. 3 unknowns are there, no? So write Q1, Q2 after closing switch. So it will be like this, the circuit. So this charge you write Q1, Q2 minus Q2, Q3 minus Q3. Call this 3 farad, 6 farad, 2 farad. Then Q1 plus Q2 should be equal to plus Q plus Q. So the conservation of charge principle should be Q1 plus Q2 should be equal to 2Q. Then charge of these two plates should be conserved. Minus Q minus 2Q. So this is. Then charge of inner plate, that one. Minus Q plus Q. It should be equal to minus Q2 plus Q3. Then write one loop equation, solve it. And after getting charge, look at any one plate, take any one plate because it's asking at switch, no? So you look at this particular point P. You assume some charge entered delta Q. So what is the delta Q, no? So the equation will be minus Q or find negative signs you are getting confusion, you assume like this, delta Q. So what is the basic idea? Plus Q charge entered, for already there was a Q charge was here, plus delta Q charge entered and it has become Q3. So solve from here Q3, check the delta Q. Hmm. 42. Uh, 44. We have discussed this reverse polarity charges. Check my notes, no? Maybe diagrams not there. That's might you might have find difficult here. They're connected with the reverse polarity. Just now I discussed one problem of prior to that. The same idea. This is based on KVL. So again, the charge in them, let it be different. So here I'll assume a charge Q1 minus Q1, Q2 minus Q2, Q3 minus Q3. So write loop equation 6 minus Q1 by C1 minus Q3 by C3 minus 3 equal to 0. Similarly, how many 3 equations are there? So one equation what you can write, Q1 plus Q1 equal to Q2 plus Q3. What is this? Conservation of charge at junction. At J. What was the earlier initial charge? 0. Finally, when you connect the batteries, the charge should be 0. So minus Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Or Q1 should be equal to Q2 plus Q3. So directly I'm writing it. So now write one, we need 3 unknowns are there, no? One more equation. So 2 plus Q2 by C2 minus Q3 by C3 minus 3 equal to 0. Solve Q1, Q2, Q3 to get the required answer. (42, 43 or 44, 40. Okay, I think I'll, this question number 40, I think this potential VAP should be equal to VPB. No, there's a very good question again. The potential of point A is equal in magnitude to the potential of point B, but opposite in sign. So what does it mean? VAP should be equal to VPB. Question number 40. If you can just write this equation, rest all you can manage. Now, what about the charge? Will it be same charge as put same charge in all capacitors? There's no initial charge. Put same charge, calculate VAP and VPB, then you get some relationship. All capacitors, they are in series. I'll write nearby question. It'll be very, so, but earth is there. You do one thing, shift earth between any two plates here. Either you bring earth here or here, the charge distribution will be same. The charge in all capacitors will be Q irrespective of point P between C3, C4 or C2, C3 or C1, C2. So it's better what happen, you do the problem. So don't bother this earth. Earthing is what, why we brought it? To define zero potential point. That's a basic condition. All capacitors, same charge. Same charge in all capacitors. There's a basic idea of this particular problem. Okay, fine. So this is the, okay, let's discuss some few, okay, take this question, no? Read this one. I think it's a not a something very big question. Just only you have to redraw things. You have to just redraw the things. So you can start with the numbering the plates. So here, look at the some information he has given from the data. '28. Where is the 28? '28 is the only idea. Nothing is there. Whatever you do, suddenly the plate at equilibrium it will have well off. Pretty sure. No, nothing that one. And he has given a condition. That's why I'm assuming here. Okay. There's no any other concept. But he should have kept this question for after 2 weeks. RC circuit there, it would have flashed for you. In a short time means, and again he has put a, see, the equation you could have written d minus x2 here, but he's telling that x2 is very small, so therefore d2 very much greater than x2, so therefore the equation has ended up like this. So d2 equal to d only, then you solve it. Come for this, so we'll give the name for the capacitor. Now look at the distances here. So this will be, I'll magnify it so that this distance, let it be equal to d, that one, because the way he has explained question, I'm assuming that based on that. So here, let this be d. So it's telling, you look at the smaller capacitor in volume is completely inserted, then kept in. So you look at the C and 2C is telling based on that. So what do you mean by C and 2C? So this will have capacitance 2C, no, which will have capacitance 2C, that one. This will have 2C, this will be C. So C equal to F naught ED. Then it has become 2C, means the separation between the plates should become D by 2. He has not given, we are supposed to assume. And moreover, the diagram also given symmetrically. So therefore, what is this gap? This gap will be D by 4. This gap should be D by 4. I think once you can make this, then we can enter into the problem. So here, let's give the number. There's a 1. And I'll give the number. So let this be the 2, 3, and let this be 4. Because we are going to rearrange them, no? So after rearranging that, so it has come like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. What charge has flown through the battery? This was the question that is asked here. So initially we'll calculate charge. What was the initial charge in the capacitors? So the initial charge in the capacitors will be, here charge, you can take it some Q1, and here charge, let it be, or QA, QB, anything. So here charge, let it be QA, QB. So what is the value of QA? QA should be equal to, they're connected to parallel to the cell, no? So let it be V. QA equal to CV, QB equal to 2CV. This is about the initial diagram. So which charge is it? Why we have to, because we know the plates are interchanged, no? This is the thing. Okay, now see the diagram. So after interchanging them, so I think if you can get one more diagram, you can manage the question. Not just seeing on the figure, in the figure 2. Instead of fighting, no, better redraw it. No? How many capacitors are there? 1, 2, 1 and 2, there's a capacitor, you check it. 2, 3 also there's a capacitor, and 3, 4 also. How 1, 2, 2, 3, and 3, 4, how they are connected? All they're connected parallel to the cell. All they're connected parallel to the cell. So that this, if I redraw the circuit, it will be like this. So here the connection, and already we have discussed numericals of this kind. Where the battery is connected for 194, you see that. I'll bring the battery now. One, two, three, four. Look at in this problem where the negative terminal of cell is connected to plate 4, no? So I didn't change as it is, you see. Now also in second diagram, negative terminal connected to plate 4. Negative terminal connected to plate 2. So you see this. So if you want, you can bring it this connection here. This wire. Yeah, okay, fine. Look at now here. So how all these plates are, so still more a simplified diagram, still more a simplified diagram. Then this is still more difficult, still more simplified diagram. You can go for like this. And give the numbering for the plates. So plate 1 is connected to positive terminal and plate 1 is connected to positive terminal. So here I'll bring a cell. Connections between them, blue color, I'll take it. All they are parallel. And the cell is connected to okay. Now what are the numbers now? So here on this side, there should be one and between 1 and 2 there's a capacitor. So the numbering will be like this. This will be 1, this will be 3. Sorry, first 192, no, negative terminal, 192, 192, and again now 3 is connected, no, so here 3 will come, 3 and 2. Next 3 and 4, 3 is connected to positive terminal, 4 is negative terminal. Now bring this distance. This distances matters a lot. What about the distances here, no? So how much they have become? This is d by 4, d by 2, d by 4. The same thing, we are drawing this one. This will be d by 4, d by 2, d by 4. So this will be d by 4, d by 2, d by 4. Earlier what we assumed capacitance was epsilon naught, A by D was C equal to, come for first diagram, C equal to F naught A by D, no? There's a basic idea. There's a from diagram assumed from figure 1 has to be assumed. This is very important. So here I'll write it because looking at the first C14 or C14 is equal to C is equal to this much. Okay, now the same area of cross section of plate didn't change. So the same area A, area of cross section of plates are A. Now write it. What is C12? C12 should be equal to F naught A D by 4, or this will be 4C. C12 should be equal to C34. C32 should be equal to F naught A D by 2. This should be equal to 2C. Now calculate the charge. Now, earlier you know charge. What was the charge? QA plus QB. Now you have to compare the charge and you have to take the difference. The difference in charge is what? It will flow here. So which plates you have to take it? 1, 3 only. What was the charge on plates 1, 3? Now you have to compare. But sir, here 3 capacitors are there. I think the redistribution will occur, no? So you look at the charge here, here, and here. Earlier, you know charge how much? QA plus QB. Now calculate the final charge. No, the difference in charge will tell us. If the charge increased, a charge will flow from the battery. If charge decreases, a charge will move from the capacitor to the cell. So let's calculate the charge now. So Q12 is equal to So this should be equal to 4 CV. Q, I think also it is equal to Q12 is equal to Q34 is equal to 4 CV. Q32 should be equal to 2 CV. Q32 again, Q34 is there. 4 plus 4, 10. Earlier, how much it was? 6 CV. You have to add up all this charge here. So now if you look at the Q12 charge means here charge that one. So here how much of charge was there? 4 CV, 4 CV and 2 CV. So total how much it was? 10 CV. But earlier how much was charge was there? QA plus QB. So some charge entered here, no? So what is the equation I'm going to write? QA plus QB plus Q should be equal to Q12 plus Q32 plus Q34. So this should be equal to CV plus 2CV plus Q should be equal to 4CV, 2CV, 4CV. So the difference is what? 7CV. Positive charge left. So therefore what this cell, it supplies energy. Okay, fine. So you have to be, information is least here. So you're supposed to assume from the diagram everything. From there you have to manage. I'll show the complete thing once you see it. Can be asked in advance. Means not possible because you need time. Two diagrams you can learn. No, advance possible. Passages or anywhere. Not objective. It should not be asked as objective. And then passage or matchings, it can be included. When you are having chemistry class, anybody? Time? Chemistry class?
Most probably 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Okay, we'll do one thing. Just some. Shall I start Monday's topic? Shall I start Monday's topic?
Dielectric, sir.
Yeah. Or you want to relax? Okay, I'll leave it. No problem. Tomorrow morning your exam will get over, no?
10:30 to 1:30, sir.
30 to 130.
What is Q charge? Q is a charge that is supplied by the cell. Because see, what was the charge? Charge has increased to how much? 10 CV. But earlier, what was the charge? Initial charge. This was in the first diagram, figure 1. And what about this? So what is the Q charge? Supplied by the cell. Able to analyze? This is a basic idea here. Can I start topic, or if you are unable to focus, okay, I'll leave it, because the very core idea is there. So all the basics, everything we are going to put it now in.
Yes, sir.
Can I continue? Or I'll do one thing, in this one. Some capacitor networks I'll give it. We'll solve few. chart distribution, you can learn it. Now there's the capacitors. All are having same capacitance. So this is the point A. This is the point B. All capacitors are identical. All capacitors are identical. Find CAB. You have to calculate effective capacitance AB. So what is the best way? So taking help of one cell, no, rather than fighting with this. So we'll assume a cell is connected across AB. We'll push some charge through the cell. So go for this. So here I'll proceed like this. Huh? This is the cell. I'll bring it. These EMF. So you assume some small voltage, so that answers will come very easily for us. So let it be 2 volt. I'll assume a charge. I'm going to push a charge like this. So let Q1 plus Q2 charge enter here. I'll put a charge Q1, Q2. Then here the charge, let it be Q3 minus Q3.
9C by 5.
I don't have 9C by 5. Check once. Check once. Okay, this will be the Q3 charge. So here Q2 charge, Q1 charge has come, no? So let me make this as Q1 first. Anything? So I'm taking Q2. So Q3 has branched here. So how much of charge should be here? Q2 minus Q3. Negative plate. So Q3 charge here, Q1 plus Q3 will join here. So finally what happened, I should get back that Q1 plus Q2. So directly once look at the negative terminal also. So I should get back that Q1 plus Q2. I'll just assume a symmetric charge like this, Q2 minus Q3. Q2 minus Q3, let it be. Then here charge Q3 minus Q3. Yeah, I'll support my assumptions, Q1, and let this be Q2 minus Q2. What should be the charge here? Should be charge at every junction should be conserved here. So this should be Q1 minus Q2 plus 2Q3. So I'll start like this. So Q1 charge Q2. I'll assume Q2. So Q2 minus Q3 will branch here. Then how much from here will come? Q2 minus Q3. Q2 minus Q3 here. Then here Q3, and let's come for this one. Here Q1 plus Q3 will come. Q1 plus Q3. So here if I send if I send Q2 here, if I send Q2 minus Q3 here, let's assume that Q2 minus Q3 has come. How much of charge entered here? Q1 plus Q3. So in that Q2 minus Q3, if I send it here, so then how much should go here? Q1 minus Q2 plus 2Q3. Okay, this. So this should be here again. Here how much of charge? Q1 minus Q3. Q1 minus Q3 and here Q1 minus Q2 plus 2Q3. So one Q3 will get eliminated. That Q3 will come here. And here minus Q2 plus Q2. So what will be left over? Only Q1. That Q1 will come here. And again you see that one. Q3 from here. Q3 from here and Q2 minus Q3 from here. So Q3 minus Q3 get cancelled, only Q2. This is so how many unknowns we assumed? Only 3. This is very important. If you go for nodal analysis, you check it how many junctions are there. I'll write. Even some students are asking no, so why not nodal analysis? Call 1, 2, 3. There's no way, no. 4 junctions are there. 4 nodal equations you are going to write. Here what when 3 unknowns are there. So 3 equations will be sufficient. There are some numericals where the branch current also open is going to help you. But you should be very good in chart distribution. No, I think you solved it. Look at the chart distribution. Check your chart distribution, whether you are done like this only. Anybody value? So everyone is giving different values here. So the equations will be 3 unknowns are there, no? So all are having same capacitance. So let's write the equation. No? Minus Q2 by C minus Q3 by C minus Q1 by C. There's one equation. So from this, we'll get Q1 equal to Q2 plus Q3.
Plus Q1 by C.
Plus Q1 by C, sir.
This is plus, no? So
That is
Q1
correct
equal
only,
to,
sir.
okay, this is
Q1.
correct. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Q1 equal to Q2 plus Q3. This is one equation. So one more, like a equation, we'll write it. So one more different loop will take it. Here, what is the thing? What is the necessity? The Q1, Q2 should come in terms of E. So therefore, so a loop equation involved with E also should be there. Then only it's possible, no? Because finally what's happened? What is the effective capacitance? CAB, we are going to end up with like this. So Q1, Q2 should come in terms of E. So we can take one more equation like plus C involved. These are the loop equations you can write it. There's a one thing. Any path you can take it. Or you can also choose path like this. So there's a where all Q3 is there, you can replace in terms of Q1, Q2. So you have to write loop equations involved with cell also. Get expression. Everyone is giving different answers. I don't know. Eleven C. Oh, sorry, 11 by 15C. Q1 plus Q2 should be 11 by 15 E, that one. Check your answers. You should come around some 11 by 50. Q1 plus Q2 will become 11 by 15 E. CAB should come. Check one's calculation. Okay, now we'll stop it here. Okay, all of you, thank you. I'll stop it here. We have chemistry class. No? Thank you, all of you. Take care. Bye. See you.